Alright, so in today's video we're going to be talking about my Ultralight cook kit. Now, I have a backpacking trip coming up. I'm going to go to the headwaters of the Mississippi. And I have this new titanium cook kit. So I showed you this. And I want to test out the kit that I put together for it. And so I have my water here. And everything I need should be inside this. So opening it up, I've showed you the containers already. So just real quick, I have a titanium pan, that's a lid. I have a silicone wine glass. I have my stove, which fits inside this little pouch here. I have a lighter. And then I have another pot. And inside that pot, I have a canister of fuel, a bandana, and then at last I have another pot, and I think this is the one I'm going to be using today. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to boil some water. I have my Pathfinder water bottle. I'm just going to boil some water to make sure all this works, because this little stove right here that fits in my hand is very, very small. It's about the size of a US quarter. And so it is extremely tiny. And I just want to make sure that this thing works before I'm relying on it out on the trail. So let's put it to the test. Let's see if it can boil some water. On this trip I'm going to be eating mostly Mountain House. And so all I really need it to do is boil water. I'm not very experienced when it comes to titanium. And so I'm just going to keep it simple on this trip. And I'm just going to kind of get the hang of working with all this stuff. But as you can see, this thing is very, very small. The cicadas are out like crazy today. They get so loud. So I'm going to put this on my fuel can. Make sure to close that. Alright. And then, so let's go over the kit. I got the 2 pots, and then I got the 1 pan that acts for the lid, which I did a video on that. I have my Pathfinder stainless steel water bottle. I have my, this isn't a BRS, this is actually a Fohas. It's a different brand. It's not the traditional one, but it's pretty much identical to it. It's a very good copy. I have a pink Bic lighter. I always like to have pink or orange or yellow or a bright color that stands out, so if I drop it, I don't lose it. And then I have one of Caroline's silicone wine glasses that folds up, and then I put a little mark on it. That's the 8-ounce mark. Now if you have a Stanley cook pot that comes with those green cups are actually lighter than the silicone, and they're insulated so you can use them for both hot and cold. But I like the capacity because this is a 12-ounce cup, so I can put a can of Mountain Dew in here and flavor it up if I need to with a little adult beverage. But I like that it packs up too, and so I can fit it in here and just kind of fold it up, and it all fits inside the original stuff sack. So I like that it's holds more. I like that it's collapsible, and then I just put a little 8-ounce line on here so that I know I can use it as a measuring cup as well. But the downside to it is if I put boiling water or hot water inside this, the heat transfers to my hand, so it gets extremely hot. It doesn't wreck the silicone. I've tried it. It holds up very well if you do put boiling water in it, but the heat transfers through and it burns your hands, so you can't put like your coffee or hot chocolate or anything like that in it. But I don't really drink hot drinks in the summer anyway. So let's start this up. I'm going to put 16 ounces inside this little pot. I'm going to use the pan as the lid. And let's just make sure all this stuff works before I get out on the trail. So let's open it up again. Easy to light. I'm going to put 2 8-ounce measurements in here. There's 8. It's not an exact science by any means, but when you're camping, nothing really is. Put this on here. And I'm just gonna see how this performs. I'm gonna make sure that the titanium heats properly, that nothing warps, nothing twists. I just want to make sure that everything works the way I intend it to work, so that when I'm out on the trail I know that I can rely on it and I kind of know how to use it. So I'm gonna cut away and I'll show you again once it's boiling. Alright, so that didn't take very long at all to get to a boil. Another thing that I want to test out here is how easy it is to pour. Now you can see that they have this rolled edge. Well, sometimes that rolled edge makes it hard to pour. So let's see how easy. The handles aren't very hot, which is nice. Pours really well. See how I'm just kind of pouring a little bit? Pours really well actually. Because sometimes when you get that rolled edge, what it does sometimes is instead of pouring, it'll roll down and then it'll come off the bottom of the pan. It's not that hot. It cools down really fast too. Yeah, as you can see, I had a rolling boil. So I really like this kit right here. It cools off really fast, holding the bottom. So it cools off really fast. You just saw me take it off the heat, and there's no water in this one, but it's cool to the touch already. So that's awesome. I like how fast. This one's actually kind of cold. I like that a lot actually, how fast it cools to the touch. This one's still very hot because it has the water in it. But yeah, I'm impressed. This little tiny stove, this is titanium as well. Yeah, this is cooled off too, touching it. So yeah, it's a big win for me. I'm really impressed with this cook kit. It boiled fast. It came to a rolling boil pretty quickly. I was trying to get some B-roll as you were seeing, and it was boiling before I was done doing what I wanted to do. So hopefully you got to see what you needed to see. The wine glass worked really well. I'm going to keep that. This worked extremely well. I'm very happy with the stove. I'm very happy with these containers. I'm excited to go on my trip. I think I have a really good system here. But let me know in that comment section, what did you think? Did you enjoy how these perform? Can you believe how fast this cooled off? That's the one thing that I'm shocked about. I can't believe how fast this stuff cools down. But let me know in that comment section what you thought. Then make sure to like and share this video to help spread that knowledge and those ideas to the people we care about most. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and come join the pack. I have a new video every Sunday and Thursday, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.